Ms. Eden, welcome.
Hi, Mike.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And you?
Loving life. I just finished my show, 3 hours of talk radio. We were talking about, getting ready for the Philly Auto Show. I was giving away tickets, so we were talking about when we took our driver's license test and memorable moments right after we got our driver's license. So it was a fun show, but this is fun to talk with you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Good to talk to you. That reminds me of when I got my driver's license.
Yeah, tell the story, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, yeah. I was I was staying with my aunt and uncle in Pasadena, and I had to learn how to drive because in San Francisco, where I was raised, we didn't need a car. They had wonderful transportation. They still do up there. So I bought a jalopy, and I learned how to drive. My mother taught me, and went to the Pasadena, the motor vehicle, and I was just shaking. I was so nervous. And I passed the written test with flying colors, got in the car, and, he was very monosyllabic. He didn't, the guy who was doing the test didn't say more than, turn here, turn there, yeah, okay. I think he was in a bad mood.
Oh, boy.
And so and of course, I'm so nervous. And I did everything right, and then he said, all right, park over there near the porch. And I looked, and I said, I don't see a porch. He said, the porch, right over there. And I looked, there was no porch. We were in the middle of a street. I said, I don't see a porch. He said, Porsche, a German car over there. God.
That's funny.
Oh my God, I was in tears.
That's a great story. Hey, we are just thrilled to have you visit Berks County, Pennsylvania. You're going to be part of KU Presents A.R. Gurney's famous Broadway production, Love Letters.
Yes.
And can I just say, first off, I grew up on reruns of your show and all of the great shows from that era, that time period. And all I can say is they're classics. And you folks set the bar really high. And television isn't the same anymore.
Oh, well, no. Everything changes, doesn't it?
It really does. But you guys were amazing. And by the way, speaking of amazing, you still look amazing. You look the way when I was watching you when I was a boy in the early 70s on the reruns. What's your secret to staying so beautiful?
God bless you. It's people like you who tell me. That's great. Thank you so much. I'm glad you think so.
All right, let's get into it. Love letters. Wow, I think at one point or time, Ms. Eden, just about everybody's life, you fall in love, you receive love letters, you write love letters, and there's not a more powerful emotion. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly do agree, and especially with these two people who have such a history. I don't know if you're familiar with the play, but it's a beautifully written play about two people who meet in, kindergarten. And they start writing very funny little notes to each other when they're learning how to write, and they're so different. They come from economic families who are well-to-do, but she is a child who has no parents. She does have them, but they just dump her on nannies and schools and things, and he has a very loving family. So through the years they stay in contact and write these letters to each other. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work that Gurney has written.
Yes, and the stage, the setup, it's pretty simplistic, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is, because we're each in our own little world reading the letters. I'm reading Let me see. I'm reading mine, so he's reacting to mine, and we're both sitting, but in our own little pool of light. And he reads his, and I'm reading his actually, but I don't read it out loud. Oh dear, I'm not explaining this too well, am I?
No, it's a different kind of play, like you said. And you're facing the audience while you're reading these letters.
Yes, we are. But it really, the play itself transports you back. Your imagination takes you to where they are.
What's it like?
I love doing it.
Yeah. What's it like working with Hal Linden?
He's fabulous. He's absolutely fabulous. wonderful to work with him.
In fact, I believe, didn't you guys, the first time that you did this play was in Easton, Pennsylvania, which isn't that far from Reading, Pennsylvania?
I guess so. Gosh, that was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
Well, he said that when he was on the air last week with our afternoon guys, he said that the first time because he said he really remembered working with you and you were great and all these other things.
That's great. We've done it so much.
Right.
He keeps track. Good for him.
What do you want the audience to take away from Love Letters when you're going to be with Hal Linden at the Schaefer Auditorium on Wednesday, February 13th?
I want them to enjoy this roller coaster. It's because it's the ups and downs of two people and their lives, and it's funny at times, and it's sad at times, and scary at times, and I just want them to enjoy it.
Oh, that's great. By the way, I saw that you're going to be performing Love Letters in Ohio next month, February, and it's at the Valentine Theater in Toledo, Ohio. I thought that was kind of cool.
Isn't it? Yes. Yes.
And I was on your website too, man. You're busy. You're all over the place. You're at the you keep a full schedule. You do appearances, you do talks at conventions, gatherings like Comic-Con. How do you explain the fans still responding to your work? I mean, 50-plus years later, they really love you now more than ever, Miss Eden.
Well, it's because the show has never been off the air. It's all over the world. I'm going to Australia in June. It's a little odd because I did so many other things, but this is the one that perseveres, and I think a lot of it's because it's still on the air.
Yeah. You also wrote a book. It's called Genie Out of the Bottle, and it's now available on paperback. You have some really good stories in there.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Do you want to tell us a story before we let you go?
Well, I don't know. What story? I can't tell you the story.
I mean, we always like to hear showbiz stories when, you were hobnobbing with this celebrity or that celebrity. I mean, was it really like what everybody hears about showbiz? There's no business like showbiz?
Well, I would say there is no business like showbiz, except you have to remember it is work. And that's what business is, isn't it?
Mm.
It is work, and it's making your living. And that's what I did. I was under contract to Fox, and I did many, many, many theatrical releases with them. They loaned me to MGM and Universal and Columbia for other films. And after that, then I went back into television,
And a lot of people don't know you recorded a record album.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. I understand it's pretty hard to get. It's become quite the collectible.
Really? How nice. How nice. I know I sign them all the time.
Yes. Well, we're really looking forward to having you here in Berks County. Again, KU Presents. It's going to be Wednesday, February 13th. Our listeners, Barbara, they can go to your website. It's barbaraeden.com. And anytime you want to come back to the show and we can do it live, take some callers, whatever, we'd love to have you.
Oh, I would love to do that. I'd love it.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day, and we'll see you when you come here to Berks County.
Wonderful talking to you.
You too. Thank you, Ms. Eden.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Barbara Eden. She's going to be in our area on Wednesday, February 13th. KU Presents A.J. Gurney's Love Letters at the Schaefer Auditorium. You can go to kutztown.edu/events and then click on Love Letters. I have to tell you, tickets are selling very fast. Wow, what a treat. Barbara Eden. You're listening to Feedback on The Voice, WEEU, and online, WEEU.com.